Experience is doing nothing. I ain't,
Word. What's good, Rizzle fam? The Chicago Police Department released some very important news about King Von that immediately shook the entire rap world. Believe it or not, there's new evidence now that exposes King Von's alarming gang history. After everything that went down during his time, King Von now has 3 bodies to his name, according to the police. However, the number might even be higher as the investigation continues. So a leaked report from the Chicago Police Department somehow made its way to the internet. This report was of a lot of interest to all the rap fans out there, as it gave out some new info about
shit. Hussleinbudent 2.0, y'all already know what it is, man. Coming back with another video. You dig what I'm saying? Shouts out to the Positivity Gang. Hustling Squad, Hustling Universe, man. On the road to 5,000 subscribers. Hey, we got to get past 1,000 subscribers right now. Just a new video. I mean, got new daily videos every day. You did what I'm saying? And, hey, we here. You did. This video is about, the boy King Von. Long live King Von. Rest in peace to King Von. You did what I'm saying? And allegedly, Chicago police saying he found out information of more bodies. I don't even know why would they, the man gone. So it's just, what's the point of it? But I still see the point of it because it's people, families, and, they get closure and get to that point of closure. So that's in this video, y'all. But this is what the video is about, I ain't never seen the video, but I'm reacting to it with y'all right now. But this is about King Von. Chicago police trying to put more bodies on King Von.
About King Von that a lot of people already suspected, but now it's pretty much official. The report says that King Von is the one who fatally shot Modell McCambry back in 2012. Modell was a teenager who was tied to the Gangster Disciples, one of the deadliest gangs in Chicago, otherwise known as the GDs. If you're familiar with King Von and his past, you know that this new info now changes the official story from who took out the GD teenager in 2012. You see, before this report, it was believed that Von's best friend T-Roy was the one behind the passing away of Modell, even though both T-Roy and Von were present when the hit took place. T-Roy was initially listed as the one who killed McCambry, who was only 17 years old. It's assumed that Modell wasn't the only victim. Allegedly, another teen was hit that day, a guy by the name of Miles. Miles got hit because he ran over to help out Modell. Being a witness, Von and his accomplice didn't want to take any chances, and they fired at him too. Luckily for him, he survived. He was in a coma for weeks, and the incident that he survived turned him into a paraplegic, and he's now in a wheelchair. A lot of people didn't agree with what the report said. According to the report, King Von was 5'2" and generally believed that Von was around 5'9". That means that the murder was put on Von's name probably by mistake, and that the original story was right. People noticed it right away. Von's not 5'2". They're just blaming him for everyone knows T-Roy was very short. He's only possible to be 5'2". Definitely meant T-Roy because Von is not 5'2". With this new report, if it is true, King Von now officially has 3 bodies to his name. Modell McCambry in 2012, Kikira Barnes, or K.I. in 2014, Malcolm Stuckey also in 2014. Let's say some more on the K.I. hit. K.I. was a stone-cold chick. In the streets of Chicago, she had the rep of a ruthless killer, even though she was only 17 years. The police reports of that incident say that K.I. was hit 9 times by someone who had a hoodie on, and this was back in April of 2014. K.I. was rolling with the St. Lawrence Boys, STL, that were later famous.
Yeah, a lot of people heard about old girl because she was going at Von heavy. She was really K.I. She was really, and they had a little weird relationship too. King Von and K.I. I think King Von liked her. You know what I'm saying? But it's weird with the Chicago shit. The murder culture, like people is in love with the murdering, like it's a sport for them. That's why King Von said, let's check the scope. If we lose one more, that's 6-24, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like a sport to people now. It's not even like humanity for people's lives and shit no more. Like the cost of the value of a life these days don't mean nothing. You did, but I don't really understand why would the Chicago police and the media. This is just the propagation. The propagating things of this culture, our culture. They're gonna keep throwing. They're gonna keep throwing wood on the fire. They're gonna keep igniting it, flaming it in people's minds. So it's like, what's the point? Ryan gone. Look how they ripping bodies. Oh yes. Look how this dude talking. Oh yeah, Vaughn gonna have 3 bodies to his name, stuff like Vaughn is gone. King Vaughn is gone. It's dark out here, bro. I'm just trying. If it's people who watch me and watch this channel and deal with us, bro, y'all will see a lot of stuff that I be saying be so accurate and be so precise. It be amazing me sometimes. I ain't gonna hold you, but
famously called Tukaville after the death of Tuka. There was bad blood between K.I. and King Von since Von was known to be a member of the O Block. The two of them being from rival hoods, things got pretty ugly quickly. Before the alleged hit by King Von, K.I. and Von were going back and forth on Twitter. They were calling each other out to see who cracked first. It was only a matter of time before one of the two would pick up a burner and settle the score. K.I. died from a fatal wound to the neck. Von was arrested as a suspect on July 22nd, 2014, and was charged the following day. He didn't stay in prison long, though. He was released after a period of time because the police were unable to provide sufficient proof in court. Because strong evidence was lacking, Von couldn't be convicted. He was released, and that was the end of it. Now, who was Malcolm Stuckey? Malcolm was a 19-year-old college student who found himself at the wrong place at the wrong time. He died as an innocent bystander after he was caught in a fire between two rival gangs. Malcolm was on his way to meet up with a friend who was hosting a party. He and 2 friends were sitting on a porch when they were about to have dinner. That's when he was struck by a number of bullets that were meant for someone else. Sadly, the wounds were fatal and he didn't survive. Vaughn wasn't the only one who was firing that day. Next to Vaughn, the police also charged a 23-year-old dude by the name of Michael Wade with the same crimes. He was sentenced to 28 years in prison. He was asked to cooperate with the police for a reduced sentence, but he didn't snitch. Vaughn even referenced Wade in one of his songs later because of it. In The Code, he rhymes, "My homie lost trial, he'll be gone for a while. If he gives me up, then he letting him go. He won't be back on the streets till he old. Everyone that he loves, they gonna be gone. I know some dude that's quick to give a police a tip, but my dude, he never folded." This tragedy could have been easily avoided. See, Vaughn and Wade attended the birthday party before the incident. However, they left when they saw someone from a rival gang. 1 hour later, they pulled up to the same place again and started firing shots. They just couldn't chill. The fact that Vaughn's name shows up with so many cases raised quite a few alarms. He was very well known to the police and was what you would call a usual suspect. It was very easy to throw dirt on him since anything they could possibly come up with would probably stick if they tried hard enough. His image in the media was not good. Vaughn and T-Roy both passed, but that might be the exact reason why the Chicago PD is coming up with this evidence right now and not some other time. See, the Chicago PD has a history of ascribing murders to dead gang members, since that way the case of who got who solves itself. If both parties were gang members, then they don't have to worry about who actually did it. What matters is they connected 2 dead people and closed the case. But what is the whole...
It used to be a part of time in the game, bro, back in the G, bro, that you had to be official to talk on, like, real people names and people who really out there like that, like real steppers and stuff like that, like, or somebody who really known and stuff. Like, you was in the streets, or you just in the world, you know what I mean, around, back in the G, for real. You have to, like, if you go to a hood and you ask about a certain person that's, like, real known and notorious, they gonna act like they don't know them. They're gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? You're not official, you know what I'm saying? There's certain things you're not gonna be official enough to speak on. These days, number of jabronis and people who, I understand, get your money. It is what it is, and people just trying to make a living and stuff off of other people's lives. But a lot of these dudes just be talking and having opinions and acting like they be having commentary, or they be talking on their YouTube videos like they was there and they know, like T-Roy, like they was like, oh yeah, I was over there on O-Block with them, and this is what they told me, and I was nigga, y'all niggas get all these stories from these people go get all these stories from the internet, come up with their own mindset about it from what everybody else say, and opinionated like this. You know what I'm saying? I understand I'm on YouTube and I'm doing my little thing too, but I'm more of clarity. Feel me? I do clarity shit. I talk about clarity and making sense of stuff. Same stuff you be watching is probably the same stuff I be watching. So when y'all do watch it, y'all watch it before y'all see this video, then y'all go back, y'all gonna hit this video and be like, damn, let me see his opinion on this. You know, because this is probably a video that one of y'all watch. And this is my opinion. And my opinion is way better. It's way more clarity. Why these dudes don't, that's why when these dudes be talking, let's keep, just keep it as, okay, you just trying to, see what's going on for the real. See, what I take out of certain things, allegations of it, like allegation videos, I just want to see what they saying a person did or what's going on, but I don't be taking these dudes' word for face value. Cause a lot of these dudes are jabroni and nerves, and they just be talking just for their business. YouTube is a business. So,
Full truth. Well, it's pretty difficult to say anything with certainty. Vaughn's name has been dragged around so much that he's even been portrayed as a demon. It's hard to tell what is truth and what is fiction, with so much misinformation being tossed around. Some argue that there are other reasons that this info from the cops came in so late. Think of things such as witness intimidation. Some people are afraid to testify if they know that might cost them their life. Witnesses are much more likely to come forward when the killer is already dead. That's part of the reason murders like this are solved late. Another reason why it's difficult to say what's real and what isn't is Vaughn's very own music. The image that Vaughn paints himself makes him hella suspicious like all the time. If you listen to his music, he always brags about how many lives he took and how his ops are dropping dead. It's drill music, and that's what it's all about. The very first song I heard from Vaughn, him saying how he caught a body and beat a body and caught some more. Everyone believed him, and now the police are corroborating his story. Y'all want to say they're lying. Man, come on, man. Y'all believe he had those bodies when he himself said it, or when the police agree with him? It's lies. It's unclear whether or not Vaughn has 3 or perhaps even more bodies to his name. Some people on Reddit argue that it may even be more, way more. The sad part is that not only Vaughn, but other gang members from Chirac like to brag about catching bodies. Sometimes it's even a competition between who will catch more bodies. Remember the old Twitter beef between Wooski and King Von? The one they called each other out on who had more hits? They talked about all this stuff out there for the public to see. Now that the cops are starting to dig into all the details, we might see the Vaughn picture change even further. If reports like this keep coming up, the number of bodies that Vaughn actually had might even be higher. In any case, the police are coming in on these cases quite late, and it's an open question whether or not the answers will provide some sort of relief to the grieving family members. Only time will tell. But what do y'all think about this new report coming in? Is King Von really responsible for the death of Modell McCambry, or was it T-Roy? What are y'all thoughts about King Von in general?
Hussleinbudent 2.0, y'all already know what it is. This dude don't know what he talking about. He got good commentary and it's pretty good video, pretty good content or whatever like that. Just for the allegations that the police came out and said King Von is responsible for more bodies and shit like that. But this dude don't know everything that he talking about. You know what I mean? He don't know the detail, like the real, like when they get to like the nitty gritty of it, to like a real like person that who know them would know, like things that a real person that know them would know. Like a real person that know King Von and all that, Old Block Street, Chicago gangs and MGs and all that. Give them some information or give them some insight from them knowing and being from that world. It's more authentic and more believable for a person to watch something and say, okay, I can't believe, bro. Or like, I can see where he going with this. You know what I'm saying? But just for a person who just be just a social media head and take everything for the media, this type of shit you get. That's how even when he said something like towards the end, he was like, I wonder if the police officers been new. Like basically was saying that if King Von responsible for all this, the police could have been new, and why they finding out why he gone, because nigga Chicago that's a mafia state. City. Chicago, the streets of Chicago out there, that shit is mafia shit. That shit like mafioso shit. Like, you know what I mean? There's a lot of streets in America is like real. It's still mob. It's still mafia lifestyle in the streets. Cause the mafia the one who birthed the streets. Hustleinbudent 2.0. My bad a little bit for my energy. I'm tired at the same time too, but I gave all I got. See y'all tomorrow, man. You already know. Gang.